Hi everybody, Patrick over at Edwards Ford. As part of our ongoing 2014 video tour series, here is a 2014 Ford Focus. This is a titanium, so it's got all the bells and whistles. And I'm just going to take you on a quick outside and inside tour of the car, show you what it's got, and I'll go over all the changes between the 2013 and the 2014 model. And I'll tell you right now, basically it's the exact same. They've added one new package for the SE model, and I'll go over that with you. So just right off the bat, we'll just take a little tour of the outside of the car. You can tell it's a titanium because we've got the nice 5-spoke rims on this particular Focus. I see sensors on the front of the vehicle, which could indicate that there is an automatic parallel parking feature, which I do believe there is. I'll explain that in a second. Optional fog lights. In this case, the black package with the titanium has blacked out headlight bezels, so that's what we see here. And of course, we got a moonroof on this. That is optional with just about any Focus. I see rear parking sensors, and I see a rear view camera. I'll show you that as well. Nice factory spoiler on the top of the rear windshield. And as far as the trim levels go with Focuses, it starts with the S. The S only comes in a sedan. My Focuses are way over there somewhere, but a sedan is just the 4-door version with a visible trunk, as opposed to a 5-door with the hatch. So the hatch only comes in SE and titanium. They have canned the SEL version, just getting rid of the convolution as far as the different trim levels go to try and make it as easy as possible. So there's the S, SE, and titanium in sedan, and then there's the SE and titanium in the hatch. So we'll go inside. So right away, we notice nice leather seats with the French stitching. That's what we see there. So it's a nice touch. Ford, actually, a little piece of trivia here for you. Ford makes all their seats in-house now. It was very common from the late 80s or early 90s right up till, well, lots of companies still do it, where seats are manufactured from third parties, and the auto company of choice would say, we like those seats, we'll put them in this car. Ford actually has taken that business back because they found out seats were very important to people, and the comfort and the shape and the fit and the form. So Ford researches, develops, and manufactures their own seats right now, which is very, very cool. Piece of trivia for you. So, within this vehicle, we have, obviously, automatic power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. That's pretty standard on all Focuses. This particular vehicle has cruise control. Now, a visual difference from the 2013 to the 2014, there's no actual difference, but the visual difference is that the sync, or the voice command system, the controls very much like this button was right here, and you could access it with buttons there. But now that they've moved it to this little, as you can see here, this little talkie head button right there, and that's the sync icon to use. So, hitting that,
please say a command.
There's all the things we can say. Cancel.
Try saying a device name like phone or USB. You can also say climate.
Cancel.
Canceling.
Me mumbling there for a second confused it. So what we got here is a nice little display. It's a 4.2-inch color display right in your dash cluster. You can go through just about everything you would be able to with a normal analog. Let's say your trip, your odometer, things like that. But you get cool other things too, like your fuel economy. You can see, you can get it to give you updates on your brakes and things like that, how far your oil life is left. It'll break down a lot of really cool different things that will keep you on track with your trip and your vehicle health. And of course, all these displays are customizable too, so you can, have the display showing exactly what you want. Without getting too far into that, that's pretty much a good overview there. Now these controls here, these are your media controls, so you can pick up your phone calls, drop your phone calls, you can change your tracks, change your media source, your volume. And of course the sync, the voice command sync system will recognize over 10,000 voice commands, and you can control through your My4 Touch system with just by your voice. You can control your entertainment, picking your radio stations, your media source, USB music, Bluetooth music streamed from your cell phone, anything like that. Obviously you can make wireless phone calls, or I should say hands-free phone calls, by naming a name from your phone book or by just saying a number for the system to dial. So that's pretty neat too. You can control all your climate by voice. So anything from your fan speed to the temperature, cabin temperature, you can change all that by voice. Obviously, you can change it by touch within the touchscreen display here too. And there's tactile buttons for everyone who still likes tactile buttons. They are still here. It's a little bothersome. And so all those buttons traditionally are still there as well. Of course, this has navigation. We have not inserted the Maps SD card yet, so I just can't bring it up on the screen, but you can use your voice commands to bring up points of destination, set your trip, set your, just about, well, anything you can with tactile buttons on your navigation system, you can do with your voice while you're driving, which is really handy. Of course, it's a CD player, DVD player, only works in park. This transmission is a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is great for saving gas. And it has a select shift feature, so when you drop it down into this S mode here, you can start shifting up and down gears in a manual style, obviously without the use of a clutch. So that's pretty neat too. Obviously we got seat heaters, and we have a 12-volt source there too. Inside your center console, we have 2 USB ports. The SD card port in this particular case, that houses, you will have a chip there for your maps, for your navigation. And then old analog plugs up, good for cameras or old video games, things like that. And then in the back seat, on the other side of the console, we just see a 12-volt source there too. Looking at the back seats though, there's a nice flip-up console or flip-down console with cup holders. Again, the nice leather seats in the back, 60-40 split. Okay, we have a moonroof. It is power. And with particular packages, most titaniums, actually all titaniums will have this, but you can change your interior colors with the push of this button. And by that I mean there's LED lights that shine in your footwells on either side, in your mat pockets on either side, and in the door handles there, in that little groove in there, there's a light that shines. Same with inside your cup holders too. It'll shine like 5 different colors, customize it to your choice. I call it a mood light. Ford calls it ambient lighting. It's still pretty neat. It looks cool. Nice little touch anyways. Beyond that though, it does have an upgraded sound system. So in this case, it's the Sony sound system. It's 390 watts. We got speakers in the doors, in the A-pillars. We have a center channel up front here, 2 rear door speakers, and a big subwoofer that's in the trunk. It is protected and it's packed to the side, but you can still see it. It's a nice big speaker right there, and that's a subwoofer, and it gives you really great sound. Obviously, you don't have to start yanking out stereo equipment. Ford wants you to enjoy what you got, and they do that by upgrading your sound system. So, changes over last year. I said I'd get to those. This is the sheet from Ford. As you can see, it's fairly blank, other than the one package. They added one new package, and it's with SEs. So SEs has an option for a sport package, which includes 16-inch rims, the machined aluminum rims. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll notice on the Explorer Sport, they've got similar style rims. It's basically the black rims with the machined polished look on basically on the lips of the spokes for those rims. So you get fog lamps with them too. The rear deck lid spoiler on the sedan. You would get a nice little a spoiler on the rear of the hatch as well if you get a hatchback. Rear disc brakes, which is nice. Sport cloth seats. Leather wrapped steering wheel and leather wrapped shift knob. Leather wrapped steering wheel. Basically, this is a leather wrapped steering wheel. So it's just a nicer material. In this case, yeah, if it was a manual speed transmission, this is actually a leather wrapped automatic transmission knob. Obviously, they have the leather wrap for the manual as well. And this package is not available with the Super Fuel Economy package, which goes hand in hand. There's some things that this would have that the other would. So that makes sense. So literally no changes between the 2013s and the 2014s, aside from a few aesthetics that they've just moved around. Like I said, the sync buttons and everything used to be here. Now they've moved it all up into this control here. Not too many aesthetical changes whatsoever. But when you have literally the world's best-selling car, what do you change, Like, you want to make improvements, but I mean, for the most part, they've got it right. So, there we go, folks. This is the 2014, if I can focus in here. This is the 2014 Ford Focus. This is a titanium edition. 2014s have hit the lot as far as Focuses go. I believe we just got our first 2014 Edge in not too long ago, a couple days ago, so I'll be sure to get that up as soon as I possibly can. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, or if you wanted to see a video of anything else that is Ford related that I could possibly do for you folks, leave it in the comments. I'd be happy to help however I possibly can. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great day.